Hi, everyone. I'm Fred Bruin with Remax Parkside Real Estate uh, here in Paso Robles on this beautiful Friday, April 24th. Today, I'd like to talk just a bit about our economic position, where we're at today, and uh, share my optimistic view of a recovery coming soon. So, let me share a slide with you. Start this off. There you go. You like my great artwork there? Okay. So, let's talk about the different types of recovery we could experience as we come out of this downturn. Top of the sheet there, the V-shaped recovery. I'm just going to read my notes here. V-shaped recovery, an economic period in which the economy experiences a sharp decline. However, it is a brief decline. There is a clear bottom called the trough, which does not last long. Then there's a strong recovery. So that's the V-shape. A U-shaped recovery is when the decline is more gradual or less severe. The recovery that follows starts off modestly and then picks up speed. The recovery here could last 12 to 24 months. And then the L-shaped recovery, a steep economic decline followed by a long period with no growth. When an economy is in an L-shaped recovery, getting back to where it was before the decline could take years. Looks like a flatliner there. So what type of recovery will we see this time? Let me pull up another one of my slides here. And this graphic illustrates that these four financial institutions believe we're going to experience a V-shaped recovery. Is there any research to back this? Yes. Again, I'm just going to read from my notes here. John Bird's Consulting. Historical analysis showed us that pandemics are usually V-shaped, sharp recession that recover quickly, enough to provide little damage to home prices. And some very cutting edge search engine analysis by our information management team showed the current slowdown is playing out similarly thus far. And then another source, the Harvard Business Review, this is a quote: it's worth looking back at history to place potential impact path of COVID-19 empirically. In fact, V-shapes monopolize the empirical landscape of prior shocks, including epidemics such as SARS, the 1968 Hong Kong flu, the 1958 Asian flu, and the 1918 Spanish flu. And I might just interject here that I've also experienced these quick V-shaped type slowdown recovery after experiences like 9/11, and then here locally with the 2003 Nacimiento quake. We saw this type of V-shaped economic condition. So consumer spending, of course, drives 2/3 of our economy, and with so many people out of work, how are we going to experience this V-shaped type recovery? Well, let's look at those projections. Got another one for you here, this one. So the projection is that we're going to have that, and we are having that steep reduction, or should I say, increase in unemployment. But the projection is that it's going to come back quickly as the economy comes back. Businesses will open up, jobs will be available again, and people will be getting back to work. And you can compare that to the Great Recession of 2006, a 9-year play in unemployment, and then the Great Depression of 1929. See, that was dragged out for 12 years. And then one more little snippet here. I think it's this one. The Great Depression. So shortly into the Great Depression, 8.7% unemployment, it quickly grew to 25%. The Great Recession, 2008, we were at 7.3%. It climbed to 10% very quickly and then started falling off. Our current crisis, of course, we were under 5% just weeks ago. 2020 they anticipate will grow to 15%, but will decline from that point on. I believe that the only questionable areas is how quickly is the general public going to be willing to jump back into the market once the lockdown is pulled away. That could, if people are very reluctant to get back out active again, lead us into a U-shaped recovery. But I know that coming into 2020, into the prime selling season for real estate, it was very strong. It was going to be a very strong season. The numbers were better than last year and climbing quickly. And then when the lockdowns hit, we went from 90 miles an hour to 10 miles an hour overnight. All of that work that we should have been or could be doing now isn't going to go away. It's just sitting on the sideline waiting. And when people start getting back out, they start relaxing the stay in place ordinances, real estate is going to jump back in. People still need to buy a home or sell a home because of the normal reasons. Have a baby, somebody dies, you got a job transfer, you get married, you get divorced. Those things all are still happening. And real estate, I think, will be the driving force in the recovery out of this current economic condition. Appreciate your listening and watching, and if you have any comments or questions or suggestions, get a hold of me. I'd love to talk to you about it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.